Welcome, welcome, welcome to the sportiest stream where my webcam is not connected. 1 second. Bad timing for the webcam not to work. There we go. Is this better? I think I've reset it. Hopefully you're all doing well. Welcome into the sportiest stream. It's nice to see you all tonight as we do have Rocket League action. There we go. The webcam's up. Hi everybody. Don't know why this keeps happening to me. I hope you all are doing well here tonight. We've got a pretty fun day of action here. This is week 4 of the House Wiffendor Premier. As we've got a little Premier Division matchup here. 2v2 action. The Premier 2v2 division, always the smallest series. It is still true, even in Season 4, where they only have 8 teams playing in it this season. So it's a pretty small division. Means you're going to get pretty comfortable and pretty acclimated to your opponents. And, well, that will definitely be true tonight here, as it will be the Clan Housen side taking on Remnants of Kita of 100x35 esports in our best of 5 match. Again, this is Premier 2v2 action. There's that GC2 GC3 level. Excited to see how things will go here, but now again, how it runs as match will have this. Joining in, but again, Clan Housen, led by Hardpoint, with Kai. Those two have been teammates for a very long time. Kita, of course, with majority of the next Kita roster that used to compete with Averted, Wonder, and these players are now on different teams at this point. They're coming back together for a little 2v2 action. I enjoyed this 2v2 division, mostly for for fun and entertainment, to see how well they can do. It is a pretty small division, so usually teams to begin with. Again, that's the fun part about this division, is that everybody kind of gets to know each other quite well by the end of it. So again, we're in for quite a treat tonight here with the teams on full play. The only 2v2 match we'll have either tonight. Later tonight we'll have a All-Star 2v2 matchup here. Again, brought to you by Spacebound Cowboys. That'll be in about 2 hours from now. Now, well, let's just get into this match. I mean, they want to join in. They're ready to go, and I am as well. So let's get this match underway as Clan Housen on the blue, Remnants Kita on the orange, and a little best of 5 for all of you. Kita are 2-1. Clan Housen are 1-2. So it's week 4 of the regular season. This regular season kind of going through the halfway point. It's going by quick. That's the thing about the regular season. These leagues, they go by quickly, and you don't really notice until you actually count how many weeks there's been. And again, it's week 4, I believe, of a 7-week season, if I'm not wrong. So actually, that means that everybody in this division is gonna get used to each other rather quickly, as Clan Housen gonna get destroyed on the start of your nave with the first goal. And the Remnants of Kita off to a good start, and that's the thing about this 2v2 division. You don't have that many people back to support you. Solo efforts have a lot more viability in the 2v2 game mode because you have so much more space, and if you get around even one defender, you're generally in a good position to start. That's Pizza. 41 here, but Kai will take it back to the way. Clan Housen to offense. Kai get the bump on Nave, instead it will bounce to half as Nave once more in a solo effort. Like the dribble, the fake out! Oh, he got him jumping! And a second for Kita. And Cave, fake it till you make it, pretend as if you had no boost left. Baited in hard points. Take that second goal. Kita with another. And Averted and Nave, not new to this stream. We've seen everybody on this team before. And I think the last time we saw these two, at least in some respect, and you might recognize this, was the Miku Momentum side for the Ascend Tournament Series this season. This isn't 3v3, this is 2v2. And right now, the Remnants of Kita have found their stride here. Nave with yet another goal for Kita. Now a free goal scoreline. And for Clan Housen, again, a 1-2 record. Hoping to even find their footing here in this matchup as Averted will take for It will be a dunk on hardpoint. Averted just in the right spot there. Pizza playing so confidently at this point. As they're talking about Alan. Yeah, he's one of the players who kind of knows and actually represents the Ace of Hearts roster along with Hardpoint and Kai. That team actually in our Phoenix Cup for the Sans Tournament Series. They're in the playoff bracket right now, so that team's been doing quite well. Dave. I will keep it out. Averted. Leave this one here. And again, while Remnants Kita again are part of 125 Esports, these players actually really aren't. They're just here for fun, as that's going to go in. Hardpoint with another. Well, I'm talking about organizations. These players are talking about scoring, and they're doing a good amount of that as well. Hardpoint with his first in the series. The first for Clan Housen. As the pressure continues, Remnants Akita just looking for more goals to really take the lead. I mean, they've already got one, but they're just adding more. 5-1 right now. And the Remnants Akita continuing their scoring. Clearly they don't know when to stop scoring. Good sign for this 2v2 roster, because again, they're 2-1. This is a match that they should be winning, but obviously, it's still, a tough season. You still gotta get used to everyone. And 2 itself as a playstyle can be kind of volatile at times, so able to show that, especially in game 1. Take a dominant lead and not look back. And it's the remnants of Kita finding movement here as they'll go in the midfield. Hardpoint. Look at the block on Averted as they'll pinch up the sidewall. Trying to leave it for Nave. Does get through Kai. Van Housen racing back. Nave will keep it out. Averted. A little bit of space. We'll get the dunk on Hardpoint. It is Nave again. And something I didn't really know until a few weeks ago, actually. Nave is actually just effing backwards. He did the Retals treatment. And having his username, let's be his first name backwards. A lot of you didn't notice that, or didn't even know that, but it is Evan. And again, he did the Retals treatment. I'm sure a lot of you actually knew that, and I'm just here being oblivious as usual. His Nave will keep going, gets around 1, space to work with, flip reset, gets my Hardpoint, Averted to the front post, and the Remnants Akita take another one. Nave has been on a tear this game, just does not stop playing, and Clan Housen cannot seem to stop his solo efforts. Once he's in the air, it's a flip reset, and on one-on-one situations, he knows when to use that play. But Remnants Akita have been able to rely on Nave's work on offense. Big help, but that's a big mistake! Hardpoint's gonna score a second. Damn, I see no stoppage in the scoring. The whiff from Nave, and well, that's gonna be a mistake that Hardpoint will counter. As the scoring continues throughout these teams, Nave's gonna get... Oh, he almost got another one. That's off the kickoff. They should have been a goal there as well, but then it would be sent back by Hardpoint. Got Kai in the midfield. Will look for the pass, but Nave is there on another 1v1 chance. Nave's been pretty good at these so far. Fake under 1. The dribble. Hardpoint's there in the right time. Keep it up the sidewall to force Averted out. 15's the midfield. Kai. Dave won't be able to challenge. Should be a goal for Hardpoint. And you better believe it will be. A hat trick for Hardpoint. And it is Clan Housen with another one closing the lead from Remnants of Kita. This game is not over. Kai by Nave will get bumped out of the way. Hardpoint waits back, but Averted will be there. Nave, to get a bit careful here, didn't have a lot of boost in the tank, and ran into Averted here. Has time though, and will use that time to his benefit. Remnants Akita. A minute now to hold on to this 3-goal lead. Hardpoint The corner. Blocked by Averted. Will keep things going. Gets around one. Knave unable to be there in time. Will be Housen to clear it. As Hardpoint take to the dribble. Stopped initially by Averted. This one's still going towards net, but Pizza will be there as Averted having to force his way through Kai. Now gets past Hardpoint. Doesn't have the boost to shoot this one, but at the very least, he's keeping Housen back. They can't get offense this far back in their own half. And for Kitza, again, it's all about being able to read the play as Averted. That's an amazing read. But Knave not really the challenge. Oh, got bumped! Hardpoint's gonna take another one. 24 seconds to go here in game one. Kitza have not exactly avoided a close matchup. Housen will need to work fast, but it's not impossible here. Tie this game up to go to overtime. Gonna rely on a good play off the kickoff. Hardpoint demoed by Averted. Not even close to the play. Will have to stretch to find something, but Averted's there first. Now Hardpoint jumping in. Knave to keep it out. 10 seconds to go here as Housen will not keep the possession. Averted takes it, uses the flip reset, and will let this one end. Game one will be for the Remnants of Kitza. Housen will look for one more, but will not take it. Remnants of Kitza starts off the series in the lead. Side previously of 135 Esports. Just been able to find that success. Again. Night. It will definitely be. As we move into our second game here, again, reminder, the Remnants Kita currently 2-1 in their regular season. I do know they're not on 125 Esports. I accidentally pinged them on social media, but I know they're not on 125 because I know that they're not on an org. So I said previously of 125 Esports. I don't know why I pinged them. I'm so sorry if you are part of 125 Esports, but yeah, they're not part of 125. That's why they're the Remnants of Kita and not Kitza. Oh my goodness, Averted, no way. Trying to go for a flip reset. Told me to tell you? Yeah, I know, I made a mistake on social media. I don't know why I pinged them. I know they're not on 135 Esports. I don't know why I pinged them as if they were. I didn't know they were on Team Evo, though. That I didn't know. It's not exactly obvious to me that they're on Evo. That's a great shot for Hardpoint! Oh my goodness! Housen. What a shot! Kai will find Hardpoint. And Averted stood no chance on defense. Some great opportunities here, Housen. With a 1-goal advantage is Kai trying to find another one. Oh, what a miss from Dave! Got booted into it by Averted. See that often in 2v2, but it's a weird thing in 2s that kind of playstyle, that kind of strategy, you see it happen a lot more because of all the room you have. But yeah, it's so unpredictable because you don't see the player right behind them. They're shielded by their teammates, and that kind of boot play, you see it oftentimes sometimes off the kickoff, where a player doesn't have the momentum to take a shot, but has a teammate who's pushed up really high for it. Didn't really get to see it there. Spotlight as Knave. By Averted, but the play will not go in as Averted just trying to keep possession at this point, as Knave will go back to offense. Now a back pass. Knave with space. He's been scary in game one. He'll be scary in game two because he sets up Averted, and with nobody else back, the Remnants of Kita take a goal. Averted can rely on Knave to do this. He's done it all series. And it is Kitza right now who maybe have found their stride. Once more. Housen, double tap attempt! Hard points off the floor. Kai will go, flip reset, keeping it. Could not get the end of the shot. And it will be fortunate for Kita that he didn't, because they weren't going to save it had he had the shot lined up there. Now they gotta go back to defense again. Averted, forced out by a hard point. Kai. Again, both teammates on the Ace of Hearts roster. Trying to find that space as Knave. I will wait on the end of this, but it's a bad touch too. Knave's gonna chase after them. Teal leave it in the midfield. Hardpoint clears it away. Off the back wall. Hardpoint! Unable to hit this one, and now they've overcommit. Averted will go to goal. The lead is for the Remnants of Kita. Far less high scoring in this one. And yet Housen, even with the improved offense, find themselves struggling with a new risk, and that is the overcommit. They've been pushing so hard for these goals that when they don't get them, that's where the real pressure comes into play. Averted. Off the back wall, hardpoint. They'll be ready for this one. And the double commit from Kita. They gotta be a bit more careful here, but Kai gets bumped. Knave goes to the demo instead. I think he was looking for a shot, gave up on it initially, and just took out hardpoint. He had the opportunity. Kita, bit of an awkward position here. Both players on the front post. And left the back post open. Hardpoint just couldn't get there in time. Remnants of Kita go downfield as Averted. Set up Knave will instead see this ball veered all the way back as Knave will find the corner with room. Averted gets by hardpoint. It's an open net. Averted can't score. Knave will. And Averted, he'll be happy his teammates right behind him. It's now a 2-goal lead for the Remnants of Kita. After how tough game 1 was at the end for themselves, they're now really trying to make sure they run away with this one at the exact same moment here in game 2. Well, how things are going, and how things are moving. Remnants of Kita looking to keep possession. Averted off the corner. Not a great touch though, as Kai will be waiting. The flick. Eve will be ready for it. Kita just waiting back here. Averted. 1 minute to go in game 2. Remnants of Kita want to take match point. 2-goal lead. Not the same lead they had with going the last minute of last game, but maybe this time they'll do a little bit better at making sure that Housen doesn't score. Demo will open things up as hardpoint. On the back wall. Averted. By Kai. 30 seconds to go. Remnants of Kita continuing to play possession, but a bit of a team bump there. Hardpoint's gonna take this. Kita got a bit too comfortable on defense, I think. And a miscommunication. Knave and Averted ran into each other. And that is an open net for hardpoint. "23 seconds. 1-goal lead. And they cannot seem to escape these games without keeping things close. As Averted will win the challenge. Housen's overcommits. It is one more. You can't deny Housen for taking the chance, but that's the risk you take when you do it. An overcommit. And look, Remnants of Kita aren't missing. Surely that wins game 2 for them. As Knave, just for good measure, will take another one off the kickoff. Now there's no chance for Housen to come back. And with 8 seconds to go, Remnants of Kita can definitely feel happy about themselves. Another strong performance. This one ended even better than the last game did. They're winning this game with momentum rather than without it. The big point, though, is that they're up 2 games now in the series, and they only need 1 more to win it. and Sakita are one win away, taking this series in a 3-0 sweep. And what a showing so far from them. Still not done. They still need one more game, but the way that they're going to be successful. Mentioned before, Verded. I don't know why I said Miku Mentum. He's not on Miku Mentum. That's Office Walrus' team. They're on Team Evo in our Apex Cup. I have no clue what I'm really messing up on my teams today. They're on a whole different team. They're on what team are they on? They're on Evo Exiled. Man, I'm really struggling today. Verded and Knave both on Evo Exiled. What did I say? Miku Momentum. They're not on that team. They're on Evo Exiled. Man, I'm really struggling today. Am I not? So happy that this is. I'm so happy that I'm able to correct myself and that I actually remember that I was wrong, because my goodness, I don't know why I'm really struggling today on team names. Because yeah, they're not even. It's not even close. Miku Momentum, Evo Exiled aren't even close to each other. They're very different teams. So sorry, Verded and Knave. They're on an org in Team Evo. I guess I'm struggling today with teams. Promise you, I usually prepare better for these matches. That's on me, though. I'm thankful I can correct it, though. Just to set the record straight again, Remnants Akita, Verded and Knave, both teammates on Team Evo Exiled in our ATS Team Evo Apex Cup. They are not part of Miku Momentum, and they're also on an org in Team Evo. So, there we go. I've corrected the storyline here as they're looking to win the series in Game 3. Already off to a pretty strong start on offense, but Bulls yet will have to find a little bit more here. But Hardpoint pushed a bit high there. Kai doesn't have a lot of boost. Knave, oh, what a flick! Up and over and in the back of the net. Gotta love it from Knave. A great performance, a little high flick right over Clan Housen. That's a big goal to start things off. Minute down, 4 to go. And the Remnants Akita already have won. Knave looking for another. He has not been denied on his solo efforts. That one just hit off the post. But again, he has not been stopped. He's a problem that Clan Housen does not have a solution for, it feels. That's a worry, because really all that Remnants have to do is rely on Knave, and, well, it has not failed them yet. High up the sidewall. Second touch will keep the ball in play, but Knave will clear it out. Remnants Akita will go downfield for offense. No play for Knave, though. High. Was a little awkward there. Sorry about the flag spike, but I don't think the players felt it here as Averted on his own. Well, look for the bump on Hardpoint. Does connect, but the pass doesn't really have Kita in mind. Or Knave really in mind. Kita won't take another. Get out again. Hardpoint on one with Averted. The flick will go wide of the net. As it's going towards targets, will be away. It's Kai. Hardpoint off the sidewall. Remnants of Kita. He'll stay on this one, but one goal lead at this point. Still looking for more as Averted. Hardpoint. And cleared away by Kai. Oh, it's a dunk! Averted pushed up! He will be beat! Hardpoint scores! And Clan Housen, after all this work, a little bit of fortune, goes their way. And it's Akita. It's the worst their offense have looked so far. Opening up some opportunities here for Clan Housen to keep the series alive. Although only tied at this point. A lot of time to go. Averted. Hardpoint wins that challenge. Knave. Up to the ceiling. Flip reset. We'll leave it for averted. Hardpoint. Averted wins it anyways. Off the back wall. Kai will not get there. But hardpoint will. Remnants Akita forced back off their own corner. Oh, what a clear though for Nave. He's got open room. Kai racing back. He's only gonna get a little touch on this one. Still gets the clear, however. The Verdant has to wait. Does find the dunk. Nave, it's open! And with 90 seconds to go, Housen got B in the midfield. And Nave, waiting upfield, will take the open net. Remnants of Kita en route to taking the series here. But they're gonna have to play some pretty solid defense. Housen, you know they're going to throw everything they have up to that net. Kai wins the dunk, but averted. Will play it anyways. Unable to get a second touch, though. And into hardpoint. Will keep control, but averted wins that challenge. Boost 2. Remnants Akita. At this point, the one thing you tell them, just don't overcommit. Don't push yourself into positions where you can't get back in time. A big thing right now that they just got to make sure that they play smart defense. He can beat Housen with it as averted. Looking for another flip reset. Oh, he's faked it! Hardpoint got beat! Oh, what a play there! Averted! And he knows that Kita have been great on these positions. He knows how to beat hardpoint too. That's a great fake. Remnants Akita now a 2-goal lead, a little bit of insurance. Late in game 3, they look for another. Hardpoint just gets on the end of it. As Housen need a goal desperately. That shot goes wide. 30 seconds to go. Averted. We'll leave it for Nave. Half a minute to go here, and now 20 seconds. Hardpoint. Averted. Oh, he's missed it. 2 players whiff. Kai. Oh, he needed more power. And Remnants Akita will gladly clear it away. We'll take one more. And we'll take the series with this. 4-1. With 8 seconds to go, Housen stands no chance to answer back. Remnants Akita will take the series in a sweep. Boy, what a performance it's been. The last 2 games of the series, close at the start, one-sided by its ending. Remnants Akita have found their win here. 3 games. What a performance. And what a showing here. 3-0 sweep. Remnants Akita left nothing up to chance. And they made sure you noticed. Three games straight. They really showed up. Needed. That is huge. Again, what a performance. What a showing. 3-0. Their record will improve to 3-1. Sure that this series not only will it be fast, but it will be a good showing too. They looked strong. As again, what a showing they had here. Looks good. They really did. Again, with how this team has been performing, and this team really needed to show up at this point, and they did just that as well. They looked just again. They looked like a comfortable. They did. As we're gonna get a voted in quick little interview here. And what a performance they had. They looked good. They looked solid. And now they're here to talk about it. Welcome in averted. A field sweep for the remnants of Kita of Team Evo, 925 esports. I don't know why I said that. I apologize. I apologize for that. I also apologize for saying you're on Miku Momentum. You're not on Miku Momentum. You're an Evo Exiled. You can tell today might be one of my worst days when it came to planning for these matches. And I apologize for that. I woke up kind of late for this match. Yeah,
Yeah,
you did. You had it on a couple hours ago. I just didn't tell you. Sorry.
I did not.
But hey, you know what? At least, hey, you know what? It was a good series, though. We can all at least be happy about that. You looked pretty good. Um,
Yeah.
how are you feeling? Real sweep
I
over
mean,
Clan Housen. You guys looked pretty good tonight.
honestly, after last week, we had to forfeit because it used to only be me and Wonder. We had to forfeit. Wonder couldn't make it. I had to add on Nave, so we're not really the remnants of Kita anymore. More like the new, just old Kita. Kind of ruins the whole point. But coming in, we're 2-1. If you lose a series, in Royalty, they do a Swiss format. So generally, you're not gonna play that great opponents. And I kind of knew me and Nave came in here kind of confident and kind of I don't want to say expected, but we kind of we knew we had it in the bag, so I had that worked out.
Very good as well. You mentioned as well about the Swiss format. It means that you're going to get an easier opponent this week. The division's so small as well. There's only 8 teams in this one. You're going to play everybody
Mm.
by the end of the season. It's just about being able to get used to everyone that you play against. Talk to me about kind of what it's like to play in a division like this with so few teams, because you're going to get intimately close. This is the only division where you really get to know everybody. Talk to me about what
Mhm.
that's like, because most divisions in Royalty are quite big. You don't get to play everyone. This division, it's different.
Yeah, this in particular, we kind of know everyone in this anyway, and last week was way people I knew very well in Akuma. I was really excited to play them, and I don't know. I think it makes it a little easier, knowing people. We knew Hard Pointy from RSC. We didn't know who Kai was, but we knew Hard Pointy knew what he was capable of and stuff like that. So I think knowing everyone is important, and it definitely think makes it more fun as well. Knowing everyone definitely is a bonus rather than playing with like a bunch of teams you don't know. I think more entertaining for both parties.
Yeah, you definitely showed that as well. That this team, again, it's kind of like a weird reunion. Not on Hug 25 any esports anymore, but
Mhm.
again, you get your win, you get your victory. This is not your first time, I think, playing the 2v2 division. Oh, Averted just disconnected on us. He didn't want to answer any more questions. We'll see if we can get Averted back in. He just disconnected on us. I think he may have had an internet outage. Um, whoops. I think we'll get him back in unless his internet has completely crashed on him. There we go.
Well, I don't know.
You're
Just
back.
happened.
You didn't want to answer my questions. How could you? Uh, you could have just said no. No. But anyways, no. Before you talk, we went to your internet crash there. No, I was talking about this kind of like a reunion for this Kita roster. This is not the first time you've been in this 2v2 division. If I'm not wrong, you've been here before.
Mhm.
Um, talk to me about what it's like every single season to go division, because it's a tough division. It's not an easy one. It's usually the highest ranked one out of all three out of the Premier divisions as well, and definitely one that is decently competitive. Um, me about kind of what it's like to be in a two division. There's not that many leagues that do 2v2 anymore. Royalty has done it ever since they started, and ever since they were even when they were the Skyward series, they always did 2v2. Um, what do you think is the difference that twos brings into this one? Because it's a different style, it's a different feel for league play.
Um, Yeah, it's a different form of competition. I mean, it's a different skill set as well. Like, I'm not really a as you can tell, Nave kind of dragged me. He's more of a twos player than I am. It's just another way to really like another form of comp, I guess. I think it makes the league better in that regard. And as you know, I'm a mod in royalty. I really enjoy what they do around here, and I support the 2v2 a lot. Um, and I think I think it improves the league overall, and again shows more because everyone who's playing in 3v3, a lot of them play in the 2v2 as well, or rather, whoever plays in 2v2 mostly plays in the 3v3. So it shows really more of everyone's capabilities. 'Cause I'm not really the best twos player, but at threes, quite good. So I don't know. That's my take on it.
I'm not gonna deny how good you are doing in 3Vs, considering that Evo Exiled is like only is I think like 5-1 or like 1 this
Mhm.
season. So I'm not gonna deny that one. You guys are definitely proving it. And now you're 3-1 in the House Gryffindor Premier Division for 2. So congratulations on your win. Averted a fail sweep over Clan Housen. Before you leave, do you have anything else you want to say? Any shoutouts? Any final messages?
Um, of course, shout out Nave. He couldn't make it in the interview tonight. He has to go to work. Look at him go. Shout out to one of my best friends, Xphil. He's in the All-Star division. He plays. Been helping him a lot. He just got him into league play, so good seeing him join in. Shout out to Retro hooking us up. Always there, always supporting us in Evo and everything like that. And yeah,
Looks good.
all in that regard.
You definitely brought what you needed to. Congratulations on your win tonight here, Averted, for the Remnants of Kita of Team Evo. Thank you so much for joining here, Averted. Congrats on your win.
Thank you, bro.
And that was Averted who joined us there. A field sweep to get the night going again. We're going to go offline for a little bit. When we come back, we're going to have the All-Star 2v2 divisions brought to you by Cowboys. And we're going to have a pretty fun match as well over there. It will be SRSC Senior Series Esports Medals Rejects taking on Taco Bell. Now we're gonna end the stream. Thank you all so much for joining. Definitely come back later. But for now, again, we gotta get a raid out. My friends who are live right now. Thank you all so much for being so supportive. Thank you all so much for being there. Take care. Have a great night. We'll be live again in about an hour with more Rocket League action.